Picture this. You're about to close a deal. Your client's ready. You just need to log into your CRM and send the contract. And then you're locked out. Was it the password with the exclamation point or your dog's name with 2023 at the end? You try again, still locked out. Now the client's waiting, your team's scrambling, and someone in the back of your mind is thinking, how many other people here are doing this exact same thing? If that feels familiar, you're not alone. Most business owners think password problems are just a small annoyance. But weak password habits are quietly draining your business of time, money, and security. And it's happening whether you realize it or not. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Your team isn't bad at cybersecurity, they're human. When people are asked to create yet another password, they're not thinking about the best practices. They're thinking, how do I get back to work as fast as possible? So they create passwords like company name 2025, summer 2024, welcome 123, or their kid's name plus a birth year. Those passwords feel safe to a person using them, but to a hacker, that's basically a welcome mat. And then comes the real problem, password reuse. When one account gets compromised, and statistically it will, everything connected to it suddenly becomes exposed. Email, finance tools, client data, all of it. Now let's talk about what this actually costs you. The average employee spends about 11 hours a year dealing with password resets. That's more than a full workday per person. If you have 20 employees, that's 220 hours per year. At roughly $50 an hour, that's $11,000 gone every single year. And that's before we even talk about security breaches. Over 80% of hacking-related breaches involve stolen or weak passwords. For small businesses, one breach can cost tens of thousands of dollars, or even worse, your reputation. So why does this keep happening? Because just be more careful doesn't work. You're asking people to remember dozens of complex passwords across dozens of systems. That's not realistic. That's like asking someone to memorize 40 phone numbers and never mix them up. So people adapt. They write passwords on sticky notes. They save them in Word documents. They reuse the same password everywhere. Not because they're careless, but because the system is broken. The solution isn't fighting human nature, it's working with it. That's where proper password management comes into play. A business-grade password manager acts like a secure vault for all your company's logins. Your team only has to remember one strong master password, just one. Everything else is automatically filled in for them, no guessing, no resets, no sticky notes hiding underneath the keyboards. And for you as the business owner, that's where it really matters. You control access. You can see who has access to what. You can remove access instantly when somebody leaves. You can enforce strong passwords and multi-factor authentication without even making everyone miserable. When this is implemented correctly, passwords stop being a daily frustration and start being invisible, which is exactly what you want. This isn't just about convenience, it's about business continuity. When someone leaves your company, do you know for sure they still can't log in? If a laptop gets stolen, are your systems protected? If someone clicks the wrong link, is the damage contained? Good password management protects you from everyday annoyances and worst-case scenarios. Think about it like this. You lock your office at night. You don't give the keys to former employees. You don't leave something sensitive information sitting out on the front doorstep. Password management is the digital version of those same basic rules. When you get this right, everything changes. People log in instantly. New employees are productive on day one. Departing employees are fully locked out. IT stops putting out fires and starts focusing on growth. And your risk of a breach drops dramatically. This isn't complicated, but it does need to be done correctly. That's where having the right IT provider comes in. At Plus One Technology, we help small businesses turn password chaos into password peace of mind. Not with overcomplicated systems, not with scare tactics, but with solutions that actually fit how your team works. If you're tired of password problems quietly sabotaging your business, let's talk. No pressure, no sales pitch, just a real conversation about what makes sense for you. Because I'll remember it shouldn't be costing your business this much.